Hey, welcome back. Yes, you're Carolina on Veterans Day, and you know, ADHD is a topic close to my family.
Right.
I may tell you a little more in a minute, but we've got the good doctor here, and we're going to ask him some questions. Dr. Elliot Hirshhorn, you are New Life Functional Neurology and Endocrinology.
That's correct. Yep, we're located in Simpsonville on Main Street.
Well, welcome. And ADHD is, again, being treated by you without medicine, and you're being successful.
Yeah, so this is a therapy that's rated with the highest level of recommendation by the American Academy of Pediatrics,
Right.
and it's called neurofeedback. And so basically what we do initially is we do what we call a brain map. It's an EEG of the brain's electrical activity. I showed you this last time that we talked. This is the report that we get back.
I'm going to hold it. And
Yep, absolutely. And so this is a typical pattern for ADHD. We have high delta and theta waves and low beta waves. That's typically what we'll see with ADHD. So the goal with the therapy is to downtrain these high waves and uptrain the low waves. And when we do that, the brain, which is really the cause of the issue, is a dysfunction in the brain functions better and the symptoms go away. So
is that what Jackson is doing?
Yeah, that's what Jackson's doing right now. So let me show you on the computer screen. We're actually monitoring his brain in real time, so you can see the brainwave activity there. When this
is real time, like
yes, this is his brain right now.
Oh, wow.
And you've got wires hooked up to his temple.
Yep, to his frontal lobes,
frontal
and that's
lobe.
typically where most of the issues are for ADHD is
Yeah.
in the frontal lobes. Yep, and so we're basically looking to make sure that these waves are going down and these waves go up, and when it does that, the movie continues to play that he's watching. So if you watch the movie, you can see it dimming in and out.
Yeah.
So when it dims out, his brain's not doing what I want it to do based on the parameters we set in the computer. But when his brain does what we want it to do, it'll come back up and it'll play. So it creates kind of an intrinsic reward system. It's called operant conditioning. And that literally retrains the brain. And they've done MRI studies afterwards that show that
And
the
it
areas
changes.
of the brain that are focused and intention-oriented actually have new connections in them. So that once we're done with the therapy, usually we're done. We don't need to do it anymore.
Well, but the main thing is, Jackson, are you having any fun?
Yeah, he's like, don't interrupt my movie, Mr. Jack.
Good boy.
I want to watch this. Now, is this like a kind of therapy like what he's doing now? Would this just be done in your office, or will his parents do this with him at home too?
So this is done in our office, but we have other brain-based therapies, exercises that stimulate different parts of the brain that we give to the parents to do at home, as well as dietary and lifestyle changes in addition to those things. So it's not just this, but this is the main component of what we do.
Well, a lot of people treat it with medicine. I had a son, ADHD. He's a grown man now, but we treated it with everything from Ritalin to Adderall. And there are side effects to every medicine.
Yeah, that's right. And my brother had ADHD, so I grew up in a family that, understanding the dynamics of those things, and he was on Ritalin, and so I understand, you know, the side effects that come with those. And they are beneficial, at least in the short term, but long term, it doesn't actually address the brain problem. It just stimulates it temporarily. What we're doing here literally fixes the brain so that long term you don't have to deal with medication side effects, and you get literally the results can be permanent.
Is this something you would condition a child to by using this every week, or I mean?
So typically we do it twice a week.
Okay.
Twice a week.
So the therapies build on one another, so we don't want to
Yeah.
go too long in between those treatments.
Now, when would someone come see you? Maybe when a parent first thought that their kid had ADHD? Or?
Yeah, so symptoms like not being able to focus and attention in school, pay attention in school, behavioral issues. Some parents come and they're already on medications. They want to try to get off, and we can work with the prescribing provider to do that once we get the brain fixed. Or they come, like Jackson's case, he wasn't on medications. Parents wanted to just avoid that altogether. And so any of those situations would be a good time to
And
come
he's
in.
been here before the show,
Yeah.
and how good has he? I mean, he's been
Jackson, you're a good
such
man.
a sweet little boy.
I would like to show you faces.
I
right?
know, he's super cute, super cute. And how, real quick, Doctor, in our last 30 seconds, does a parent know that maybe it is ADHD and not just a normal kid? I mean, you know, kids are young; they don't pay attention
I
sometimes.
think
Like,
most
how
kids
do
have
you?
a short attention span.
Anyway, so how do you know it's something more than just a typical kid?
Yeah, so I mean, you'd probably be comparing it to some of their friends, and a lot of times teachers in school will make the suggestion, hey, you should get your child checked out because we're noticing some things, you know, that maybe not be going so well.
And if they do, call you. Give us
Yeah.
all your information so people can
Yep, so they
find
can
you.
call. There's a number probably on the screen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Call that number, leave your name and address, and we will mail a free copy of our DVD
Great.
to them. This goes through exactly how this process works and how to then set up an appointment if they want to get an
And you're in
evaluation.
Simpsonville,
Yep.
Dr. Elliot Hirshhorn, New Life Functional Neurology and Endocrinology. Say that.
Oh, good. I'm going to put your, I'll make
Endocrinology.
sure too, I put your information on our Facebook page so people can
Great.
get it and pass it around. Very good information. Thank
Bye,
you
Jackson.
so much.
Thank you.
Jackson, you did great.
And thanks to all the veterans out there as well.
Yeah, oh,
Yeah.
yes, definitely, definitely.